Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you ever wanted, success, happiness, control over your emotions, is entirely within your reach. The problem? Most people live their entire lives asleep, unaware of the massive power within them. What if you could awaken that power today? In this video, we'll break down Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, a book that has transformed millions of lives. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn might just change everything for you. Part 1. Unleash your power. 1. Dreams of destiny. We all have dreams, visions of a life filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. But as time passes, many of us allow these dreams to fade into the background, buried under the weight of responsibilities, fear, and self-doubt. Tony Robbins opens Awaken the Giant Within with a powerful message. Your dreams are still possible, but you must actively pursue them. Robbins shares a deeply personal story to illustrate this point. He recalls flying his private helicopter over Los Angeles when he recognized a building below. It was the same building where years ago he had worked as a janitor, struggling to make ends meet. The contrast between his past and present was staggering. He had transformed his life completely. But how? The answer was simple yet profound. He made a series of powerful decisions that shaped his destiny. The lesson here is that no matter where you are in life, you have the power to change your circumstances. Your future is not dictated by your past, but by the decisions you make today. The first step to awakening the giant within is to reclaim your dream and commit to making it a reality. 2. Decisions, the pathway to power. One of the most transformative ideas in the book is that our lives are not shaped by our conditions, but by our decisions. Every success, every failure, and every aspect of our reality can be traced back to a decision we made or failed to make. Robbins outlines 3 critical steps to making life-changing decisions. 1. Raise your standards. If you want to create a significant change in your life, you must first define what you are no longer willing to accept. Most people settle for mediocrity because they tolerate it. Those who create lasting change begin by setting new, higher standards for themselves. Think of any successful individual. They demand more from themselves than the average person. They don't accept laziness, poor health, or financial struggles. Instead, they set clear expectations and hold themselves accountable. When you raise your standards, you no longer settle for less than you deserve. 2. Change your beliefs. Having high standards isn't enough if you don't believe you can achieve them. Your beliefs shape your reality. If you believe you're destined to struggle with money, your actions will align with that belief, keeping you in financial hardship. If you believe you're incapable of being fit, you'll never commit to a healthy lifestyle. Robbins urges readers to examine their limiting beliefs. Often, these beliefs stem from past experiences or societal conditioning, but they do not have to define us. By questioning and replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, you can completely shift your trajectory. 3. Change your strategy. Once you've raised your standards and changed your beliefs, the next step is to develop a strategy for achieving your goals. Robbins teaches that the fastest way to succeed is through modeling, finding someone who has already achieved what you want and learning from them. Rather than reinventing the wheel, study the habits, mindset, and strategies of those who have already succeeded in your desired field. Success leaves clues. By following proven methods, you can accelerate your progress dramatically. 3. The force that shapes your life. Why do we struggle to change, even when we know what's best for us? Robbins explains that all human behavior is driven by 2 forces, pain and pleasure. Every decision we make is based on avoiding pain or gaining pleasure. If you associate pain with exercise, you'll avoid it. If you associate pleasure with unhealthy foods, you'll indulge in them. Robbins introduces the concept of neuroassociative conditioning in AC, a method for rewiring your brain's associations. To create lasting change, you must consciously link massive pain to bad habits and massive pleasure to good habits. For example, if you want to quit smoking, don't just think about the temporary discomfort. Visualize lung disease, aging skin, and the loss of years from your life. On the other hand, Link exercise with pleasure by imagining the energy, confidence, and longevity it provides. The ability to control these associations is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who remain stuck in destructive cycles. 4. Belief systems, the power to create and destroy. Beliefs are the foundation of our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our destinies. A person's belief system dictates what they attempt and what they avoid. If someone believes they are bad at public speaking, they will avoid opportunities to practice, reinforcing their fear. Robbins teaches that beliefs are not absolute truths. They are simply perceptions we have accepted as reality. The key to transformation is to challenge and reshape those beliefs. He outlines a simple yet powerful process for changing beliefs. Identify limiting beliefs. What are the thoughts holding you back? Challenge their validity. Are these beliefs facts or just past experiences? Replace them with empowering beliefs. Choose beliefs that support your success. Reinforce them with action. Take steps to prove your new beliefs true. By shifting your beliefs, you can dramatically alter the course of your life. 5. Can change happen in an instant? Many people believe that change takes years, but Robbins argues that true transformation happens in a single moment, the moment you commit to it. Consider major turning points in your life. Was it a slow process, or did it happen the moment you made a firm decision? Maybe it was the day you decided to leave a toxic relationship, start a new business, or take control of your health. The decision itself was instantaneous. The follow-through required persistence. Robbins emphasizes that when people say, "I've tried everything, but I just can't change," what they really mean is that they haven't fully committed. The moment you decide with absolute certainty, you activate the power to change your life. Part 2. Taking control, the master system. 6. The science of neuroassociative conditioning, NAC. One of the most powerful techniques Tony Robbins introduces for creating lasting change is neuroassociative conditioning, NAC. This system helps individuals reprogram their minds by changing the associations they have with pain and pleasure. Unlike traditional motivation techniques that fade over time, NAC provides a structured way to permanently alter behavior by conditioning new responses to specific triggers. Robbins explains that all of our decisions and habits are governed by what we associate with pain and pleasure. If you link pleasure to unhealthy eating and pain to exercise, you will continue to struggle with weight management. However, if you retrain your mind to associate massive pain with unhealthy food and immense pleasure with a healthy lifestyle, your behaviors will shift naturally and effortlessly. He outlines 5 essential steps to mastering NAC. 1. Decide what you really want and what's preventing you from getting it. Clarity is key. You must clearly define what you want and recognize the obstacles standing in your way. 2. Associate massive pain with the old habit or behavior. Your mind will only change when it links extreme pain to the habit you want to eliminate. 3. Associate massive pleasure with a new habit or behavior. Make your desired behavior irresistible by linking it with pleasure and fulfillment. 4. Interrupt the pattern of the old habit. Break the cycle by doing something unexpected or shocking when you catch yourself falling back into the old behavior. 5. Condition the new pattern until it becomes automatic. Repetition and reinforcement will make your new habit second nature. By following these steps, you can take conscious control of your emotional and behavioral conditioning, ensuring that your new habits become permanent. 7. How to get what you really want. One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they don't truly know what they want. Robbins emphasizes that clarity equals power. When you're vague about your goals, you will struggle to take decisive action. To create a compelling future, ask yourself these powerful questions. What do I truly desire in my life? What excites me and gives me a sense of purpose? What am I willing to do to achieve my goals? What am I no longer willing to tolerate? The quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your questions. Instead of asking disempowering questions like, "Why does this always happen to me?" ask, "How can I turn this situation to my advantage?" Shifting your focus will change your mindset and drive you toward solutions rather than excuses. 8. The vocabulary of success. The words you consistently use shape your emotions and, ultimately, your reality. Robbins explains that most people unknowingly weaken themselves by using disempowering language. For example, saying, "I'm exhausted," reinforces tiredness, while saying, "I need to recharge," suggests a temporary state that can be remedied. Instead of saying, "I'm depressed," say, "I'm feeling a little down, but I'm working through it." This subtle shift makes a massive difference in how you experience emotions. He suggests replacing extreme or negative words with more empowering alternatives. Instead of "I'm overwhelmed," say, "I'm handling a lot right now." Instead of "I'm furious," say, "I'm feeling a bit frustrated." Instead of "I hate this," say, "I prefer something else." By changing your vocabulary, you take control of your emotional state and direct your focus toward empowerment rather than limitation. 9. Life metaphors and emotional mastery. The way we describe life to ourselves, our metaphors, shapes our entire experience. If you see life as a battle, you will constantly feel like you're fighting. If you see life as a journey, you may embrace challenges as stepping stones to growth. Robbins encourages you to examine the metaphors you unconsciously use and replace disempowering ones with empowering ones. Ask yourself, what metaphor do I currently use to describe my life? How does this metaphor make me feel? What new metaphor can I adopt to create a more empowering outlook? Changing your metaphor can completely transform your perception of life's challenges and opportunities. 10. The 10 emotions of power. Emotions drive every decision we make. Robbins identifies 10 core emotions that, when mastered, lead to an extraordinary life. These emotions empower you to maintain a peak state regardless of circumstances. The 10 emotions of power. 1. Love and warmth. Cultivating love allows you to connect deeply with others and create fulfilling relationships. 2. Appreciation and gratitude. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. 3. Curiosity. Staying curious leads to continuous learning and personal growth. 4. Excitement and passion. A passionate life is a fulfilling life. Find what excites you and pursue it relentlessly. 5. Determination. True commitment to your goals ensures you persevere even in tough times. 6. Flexibility. The ability to adapt allows you to navigate life's unpredictability with ease. 7. Confidence. Confidence fuels success and allows you to take bold actions. 8. Cheerfulness. A positive attitude enhances your daily experiences and relationships. 9. Vitality. Taking care of your physical health gives you the energy to fully engage in life. 10. Contribution. Giving back provides a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. Mastering these emotions allows you to take control of your internal state, regardless of external circumstances. By consistently practicing these emotions, you create a life of fulfillment, happiness, and success. Part 3. The 7 Days to Shape Your Life. In this section, Tony Robbins provides a 7-day action plan designed to help you transform key areas of your life. Each day focuses on a specific aspect of personal growth, from mastering your emotions to optimizing your finances. By dedicating 1 day to each area, you will systematically build momentum toward lasting change. Day 1. Emotional Destiny. Master your emotions. Everything you do is driven by emotion. Whether you succeed, fail, take action, or hesitate, emotions dictate your choices. Robbins emphasizes that if you can master your emotions, you can master your life. How to take control of your emotions. 1. Identify your emotional patterns. What emotions do you experience daily? Do you default to stress, frustration, or fear? Recognizing patterns is the first step to change. 2. Change your physiology. Your physical state influences your emotional state. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and move energetically to shift your mood instantly. 3. Transform your focus. What you focus on expands. Instead of dwelling on problems, train yourself to focus on solutions and gratitude. 4. Reframe your internal dialogue. The words you use shape your emotions. Replace self-defeating language with empowering phrases like, I can handle this, or I'm becoming stronger every day. Robin stresses that happiness isn't something to be pursued. It's a state that can be cultivated through consistent emotional habits. Day 2. Physical destiny. Take control of your health. Your energy levels determine how much you can accomplish in life. Without vitality, even the best strategies won't be effective. Robbins introduces the concept of pure energy living, fueling your body with the right nutrients, movement, and habits. Key actions for optimal health. Hydration is key. Drink plenty of water to flush toxins and improve mental clarity. Eat high-energy foods. Focus on whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins while avoiding processed junk. Exercise daily. Movement stimulates endorphins, increases energy, and strengthens the body. Sleep and recovery. Quality rest is just as important as nutrition and exercise. Your body is the foundation of your life. When you feel physically strong, you can tackle challenges with greater confidence and stamina. Day 3. Relationship destiny. Nurture your connections. The quality of your relationships directly impacts your happiness. Robbins argues that deep, meaningful connections are what truly fulfill us. Keys to strengthening relationships. 1. Give more than you expect to receive. The best relationships are built on generosity, not transactional exchanges. 2. Communicate openly and listen deeply. Misunderstandings arise when we assume instead of listening. 3. Appreciate your loved ones daily. A simple act of appreciation can transform any relationship. 4. Resolve conflicts with love, not ego. Prioritize connection over being right. By making relationships a priority, you create a rich and fulfilling life. Day 4. Financial destiny. Achieve financial freedom. Financial stress is one of the biggest obstacles to happiness and peace of mind. Robbins teaches that financial freedom isn't just about making more money. It's about managing and growing it wisely. Steps to achieve financial mastery. 1. Spend less than you earn. The fundamental rule of wealth building. 2. Invest wisely. Learn about different investment vehicles and start growing your money. 3. Create multiple income streams. Relying on one income source is risky. 4. Develop a mindset of abundance. Scarcity thinking leads to financial stress, while an abundance mindset attracts opportunities. Taking control of your finances gives you freedom, security, and the ability to design your ideal life. Day 5. Be impeccable. Develop personal integrity. Integrity means aligning your actions with your values. Many people feel unfulfilled because they live in contradiction, saying one thing and doing another. How to cultivate integrity. Define your core values. What do you stand for? Follow through on commitments. Do what you say you'll do. Hold yourself accountable. Stay true to your word, even when no one is watching. Surround yourself with people of integrity. You become like the people you spend the most time with. Living with integrity fosters confidence, self-respect, and trust from others. Day 6. Master your time. Stop procrastinating and prioritize effectively. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Robbins teaches that successful people don't have more time. They just use it more effectively. Time management strategies. 1. Identify your top priorities. Not everything is urgent. Focus on what truly moves the needle. 2. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Focus on high-impact activities. 3. Schedule everything. What gets scheduled gets done. 4. Eliminate distractions. Social media, emails, and unnecessary meetings drain time and energy. Mastering time management allows you to accomplish more with less stress. Day 7. Rest and play. The power of balance. Robbins reminds us that a fulfilled life isn't just about work and achievement. It's also about joy, laughter, and relaxation. Ways to restore and recharge. Make time for hobbies and passions. Engage in activities that bring you pure joy. Laugh often. Laughter reduces stress and improves overall well-being. Disconnect from work regularly. Take breaks to avoid burnout. Spend time in nature. Nature has a profound effect on mental health and relaxation. True success is about balance, working hard and living fully. Part 4. A Lesson in Destiny. Tony Robbins concludes Awaken the Giant Within with a powerful reminder. Your destiny is shaped by the decisions you make today. Every great leader, visionary, and achiever in history began as an ordinary person who made a conscious choice to take control of their life. This section explores the ultimate challenge: how to apply everything you've learned to shape your destiny. The ultimate challenge: what one person can do. History is filled with individuals who have changed the world, not because they had more resources, intelligence, or luck, but because they made a firm decision to create change. Robbins shares examples of figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Mother Teresa, people who faced immense obstacles yet remained unwavering in their commitment to their cause. What do we learn from them? The key takeaway is this: one decision, made with absolute certainty, has the power to change your life and impact millions. Steps to becoming a person of influence. 1. Find your purpose. What drives you? What legacy do you want to leave? 2. Commit to massive action. Stop waiting. Start executing your vision. 3. Develop an unshakable mindset. Challenges will come, but how you respond to them will define you. 4. Inspire others. True success is about lifting others as you rise. You don't need to be famous or wealthy to change the world. You simply need to take responsibility for your own life and become an example of what's possible. The power of contribution. Robbins emphasizes that success without contribution is meaningless. No matter how much wealth or personal achievement you accumulate, real fulfillment comes from giving back. Contribution is the ultimate source of happiness. Ways to contribute to the world. Give without expecting anything in return. Acts of kindness create a ripple effect. Use your skills to help others. Teach, mentor, and uplift those around you. Be a source of positivity and inspiration. Your words and actions influence more people than you realize. Support a cause bigger than yourself. Whether it's charity work, community service, or environmental efforts, find a way to make a difference. By shifting the focus from what can I get to what can I give, you unlock a deeper level of fulfillment and joy. Decide, commit, and resolve. One of Robbins' core teachings is that decision-making is the foundation of success. The moment you make a true decision, one that is non-negotiable, you set forces in motion that will lead you toward your goal. The 3 keys to lasting change. 1. Decide with absolute certainty. True decisions eliminate all other options. Burn the bridges behind you and commit fully. 2. Commit to taking immediate action. A decision without action is just a wish. Move forward today, even in a small way. 3. Resolve to keep going no matter what. Obstacles will arise. The only way to fail is to quit. Most people hesitate, overthink, and delay action. But Robbins teaches that the best time to make a decision is now. You don't need more information or a perfect plan. You need to take the first step and adjust as you go. Your destiny is in your hands. Robbins ends the book with a powerful message. You are the architect of your own destiny. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. The only question is, will you take control and awaken the giant within? If there's one thing to take away from Awaken the Giant Within, it's this. Your past does not define your future. Your decisions do. Will you continue living on autopilot, or will you take charge of your life? The choice is yours. Now, go out and create the future you deserve. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your biggest takeaway. What's one decision you will make today to change your life?